I don't know anything about reverse diet.
Reverse diet is simply someone who is on a very difficult, very stringent diet, extremely over the top. And instead of being, my diet is done, I've taken all my photo shoots, I've stood on Mr. Olympia, I go do whatever I want, you now slowly add back calories and stay on your diet for a certain amount of time to gain back weight, so you don't just have your blood pressure spike, all your hormones spike, you get fat and a bunch of other shit. You reverse out of your diet by adding in 100 calories a week, 200 calories a week, shit like that.
So no one can really do this.
It's impossible. It's impossible. He can only do this because, number one, it's his job, and number two, it's his job, and number three, he gets paid for it. I mean, and he's extremely good.
Video today that we are doing is reacting. We've done a bunch of reaction videos, but today we are going to react to, what's his name?
Chris Bumstead, bro.
Chris Bumstead.
He's the freaking man.
Reverse dieting. So if you don't know reverse dieting, like I didn't really know what it was, you gotta check it out, because we're gonna react to this dude.
We stopped at this little cafe to get some health stuff, because my throat was feeling a little wonky. So the first thing I'm eating, this is what, like beetroot juice, carrot, turmeric, ginger, lime kind of thing.
Yeah.
So to be a little help with immune. And then this is like elderberry, orange, and lime as well. So just kind of like an immune boost right now, because I was feeling a little wonky in the throat after travel.
All right, so he's feeling a little sick, you know, whatever. He takes some voodoo juice. I've taken some of those voodoo juices. They taste like shit.
Yeah.
At least the ones I've had are terrible. So I don't even know if they work, but
Turmeric's disgusting. Just
horrible.
the flavor of it is terrible.
I don't even like saying the word. So to put this in perspective, Chris just won his third Classic Physique Mr. Olympia. This dude is badass. Like he is mentally, he's unbelievable. He looks phenomenal, and he is getting off his very strict diet that he can like literally he's counting his sips of water. Like it's insane when you watch his videos previous to this. Now what he's doing, he's reversing diet and trying to just gain the weight back slowly so he doesn't mess his entire body up and then have to cut again and have his blood pressure and his hormones out of whack.
How do you have that much mental fortitude to be able to do that?
And you remember, he's essentially starving himself before this for the last, I don't even know what his prep was, 16 weeks or whatever it was. So he's been essentially starving himself in some capacity, and now he's trying to slowly reverse that process.
Cakes right now. This is Greg Doucette's Fibero.
Oh, look at him jumping on the Greg Doucette train. I knew it. I knew Greg would get him because Greg is always talking about how
he's been saying it for months.
For months,
like, I will give you my cookbook for free. I'll give it to you for free. You got to get on my diet.
He's been saying it for years, to be honest with you. Man, I love Greg.
The pancakes actually turned out like perfect. Are you impressed, babe?
I'm very impressed, babe.
Very impressed.
That looks
they
good.
look delicious. Didn't know what to expect, but they turned out very well. The color is good, taste is good.
Right now he's making his protein pancakes, and honestly he's calling this a treat. It is so methodically laid out. It's pretty unbelievable to me. Like weighing out your egg whites, weighing out, I mean, there's no calories in egg whites, weighing out his protein. It's in my opinion, this is crazy. But when you're at that level, this is different than we've ever experienced.
Though. It's
absolutely.
Job. I mean,
Yes.
try to get half of your gym members to even just put stuff into MyFitnessPal. Like it ain't just gonna happen. Like
no.
This dude is methodical with what he does.
Well, and you look at another famous YouTube guy, Brandon Harding, who gained like 35 pounds in the first month after dieting. This is obviously what the best in the world do. They don't make those mistakes.
Right.
Sometimes I put like semi-sweet, no sugar added chocolate chips in, which is my favorite, but I held off today because I might be having that a bit later if I have a treat.
He is holding off on his sugar-free stevia chocolate chips, and he's not even dieting. So this is how good this guy is and how methodical he is.
My issue is if there's a a thing of Oreos in the container, I'm like, well, should I eat 6 or should I eat a whole row? And I just can't stop eating it. And this dude isn't even eating the sugar-free chocolate chips and pancakes.
No.
I don't know how you do this.
And you got to remember, he already won. This is already over.
He's done. Yeah,
I'm sure he's got some photo shoots or something coming up because I don't know if you'd be this methodical about it. Like, he's not even going out to eat, which he'll mention. Joe hasn't seen this. I've seen this. Yeah. He'll mention later. And it's insane.
IHOP, and you get 1 pancake, it's probably like 1,200 calories, or you can have like 10 at home.
600 calories. He's obviously reverse dieting, but he's saying that that's where I kind of disagree. He's saying that this is only a treat. He can only eat it while he's not in prep. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to. I don't know if it bloats him or if something happens, but I mean, what I just saw was a great meal for 600 calories.
Right.
I don't understand why he couldn't eat this all year long.
That's a good guy. I think Greg.
I don't know.
Greg would probably disagree with him as well.
I think he would too.
Morning, but I didn't add banana and I didn't add a scoop of protein. So for a little more chocolate, I put in a little Hershey's Cocoa dark chocolate just so it tastes good. But glutamine, GI, daily greens, this is like my digestive health thing that I have every single day in the morning. I blend it up with a bunch of ice and the Vitamix and it tastes delicious. So I'm gonna make this and drink it up.
Meal 2 is a shake. He's obviously eating a lot more food than he was before, so the shake, no big deal, just more convenience. A lot of powders so far.
Yeah, he does a lot of it. Well, it's the same thing as like a PB2 versus peanut butter. Like when you have it in powder form, it's just gonna be less calories. So there's gonna be less fat in it. So
his name's on the jug. So
that's so good point. That's a good point.
If I had Cartier and Joe P and Colin C all over the jug, maybe we'd throw it in more shit too.
To eat, I found these Egg Life wraps. Egg Life wraps
actually aren't that bad, by the way.
I do try and eat foods that I was eating in prep. I still try and make those like the main part of my diet, the same foods I was eating before, and slowly introducing other types of foods, because your digestive system definitely loses its ability to like take on different kinds of foods. You get accustomed to eating, whether it's dairy, fiber, wheat, more whole grains, anything that you eat consistently, your body's better by digesting. But the longer you go without them, it's harder to digest.
So he's talking about switching up his meals and adding, when he switches up his meals, to add it back in slowly. I 100% agree. You could possibly get some resistance. Your body's not going to feel the same on them. So getting them back in a little bit slowly, I think, is a great option. However, this is overboard. Just understand that this is a different level than anything you'll probably ever have to do in your life.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. And also, you know what else is crazy is our backlighting today. I mean, if you guys like our backlighting, you gotta like this video because this is pretty sweet.
Backlighting is badass. Yeah.
Don't ask where I have the hood on. I'm randomly cold all the time, but I'm gonna be making protein.
He says he's randomly cold all the time. Well, I can tell you that when you're super freaking lean, you get super cold. When I got really lean a year ago or whatever it was, I was literally freezing in the middle of summer.
Yeah, but fat is an insulator. It literally keeps heat into your body. If you don't have a lot of fat, it's just gonna leak out.
I'm cold all the time, anyways. But then it was really cold.
Well, and the other thing too, with feeling cold all the time, after you eat, actually a lot of blood flow goes to your like organs to help digest it, rest and digest. And it's not out like at your skin or your muscles because you don't need those things at that time because it's digesting food. So it's another key little takeaway there.
It's true.
I put a little almond milk in, if you can even, if it'll focus.
His dashes of almond milk are pissing me off. Like, he is literally putting in just like a squirt.
How do you didn't even taste it? It's just
the consistency, bro. I don't know about all that crap.
Jeez, man.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'll try it.
He's fitter than me, I guess.
You don't want to put too
he ain't fitter. No way.
Then I am doing a scoop.
More powders.
All the powders. All the powders.
We gotta get some more powders.
How many powders? Do you think that his ice cream is more or less calories than a Whitey's pumpkin shake?
I would say a little less. But Whitey's is awesome.
Delicious, yeah.
This dude's still trying to volume eat though, man. He's trying to volume eat. Clearly he's got to have a photo shoot that he's not mentioning or something coming up.
Rice and potato or whatever it may be.
Did he just put an R in potato?
Yeah, I think
he said potato.
There's a couple R's in there, a couple D's.
Is that just how Canadians do it? Potato.
The rice for me.
I don't even know what he's been saying.
I have zero clue what this motherfucker just said.
Who does know what he's saying though? Like he's speaking with like leagues along past my head.
What is going on?
I don't know, man. My head is spinning.
I mean, Okay.
Which you guys might see, it just feels like it's spread out a little bit more. But if you're only eating treats like protein pancakes, ice cream, please isn't focusing on me.
I just don't understand why you keep saying treats. There's 600 calories with a bunch of protein. Is it because it makes you want to eat more? I mean, I don't know. Comment below if you do know. I'm sure we got something wrong because this guy's the best in the world at it, but I feel like this is still a little overboard.
Yeah, his sense of treat and my sense of treat's a little different.
I think everybody's this.
Like the protein ice creams and everything like that, you're probably gonna crave a lot more sweets. And if you try and starve yourself all day and just like eat nothing so you can eat more at night, you're gonna end up eating too much at night and just binging. So you still wanna spread your meals out.
Completely agree with that.
Very good point. Basically what he said is if you starve yourself all day long, like I feel like a ton of people do that. I know
all the time.
When you get to that meal, you're like, I am so starving, and you'll eat way more calories than you thought you were going to. Like, why do people do that?
I don't know.
Stop doing that. If you do that, please just stop doing that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Or do it and get fatter. Keep getting fatter.
God, it doesn't work.
We don't change anything, Joe.
Think about this. Okay, think about this. If he was not the body physique champion, Mr. Olympia 3 times in a row, like this, I hate to say it, but this video is freaking boring. Like what he videos, and this is how all his videos are. They're just like straight up vlog of him just talking about his meals and his stuff. Like, fuck, man, he's making circles around my head.
Yeah, they seriously are, and this is so far over a lot of people's heads. Like, I understand what he's doing. I get it. He is above any single person on the world. He's the best in the world at it. But people like watching him because he's the best at it. That's why.
Love it.
But you should never do this, which we'll get to at the end.
Lettuce wrap? Is that what you call it? Lettuce chicken?
I feel like you're on like a cooking show.
Welcome to Cooking with Sebum. Today we are going to be making the most delicious wraps you've ever had in your life.
This dude likes his wraps. So
He does.
Greg Doucette would love this guy because Greg Doucette is big. I like wraps too,
I'm a big wrap fan.
but I do less than him.
I usually do a wrap pretty much every single morning for breakfast, like an egg white wrap or burrito or something. I love wraps. Yeah, they're great.
They're awesome.
You'd order from a fancy restaurant, you know?
Yeah, like an Asian
lettuce wrap.
He doesn't need help.
Delicious. This is fire on wraps. You picked up on that crunch with a nice crunch.
Good crunch factor.
10 out of 10. Treat.
Oh, he just said 10 out of 10 for a healthy wrap. Chrissy,
Come on,
shut.
Sebum.
Just don't. You can mess with a lot of people, but Concy and Joe P, we know. We understand.
You can't be rating it a 10?
No.
No.
Get that 10 out your mind. A 9, okay. Still lying, but a 10?
Yeah, you sneak into that 9 realm, you're a liar.
No. You're in America now, bro.
Nighttime, when the treats come out of the closet, you start to get your cravings, you start to want your sweets.
100%. He's talking about nighttime treats. That is pretty much where most people, if not everybody's diet fails. Nighttime, even if it's drinking at night on the weekends, whatever it is, typically when the nighttime happens, that's when people have to lose most control, and you don't realize it because you've done so well for 3, 4, or 5 days in a row, and then it can all go to shit in just one day. One day a week can ruin your entire diet, and I'm not kidding. One thing I do want to say, let's just be real, for 99% of people out there, you can't do this because you can't simply, could you even think about making your meals like this every day? He's got 5 hours in his day of just making and planning his meals, aside from filming them all.
Yeah.
There's no way. It's impossible. You have to have something that you can quickly grab and go. And some of this stuff he could prepare beforehand, but some of it, that's not going to happen.
Can't. It's a Marcus Philly feel of you cannot obtain this unless this is your life. Like
Absolutely.
Marcus Philly moves all day.
Yes.
This dude makes food all day. Like
Yep.
you can't do it. It's impossible.
Well, and then he's working out twice, and you got to realize he didn't even start eating until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So, I mean, it's...
I couldn't do it. I got a full-time job.
You want to add more flour?
All right, so a little wrap up. Basically, what do I think about his reverse dieting? I think it's unreal. And I truly believe 0.001% of people, and I would even say like 0.01% of people at his level could even do it to this level. I don't even know if they really need to, if you want my honest opinion.
Like, this would be a good idea to get yourself back to your norm, actually.
Yes, absolutely.
So, not following it to that T, of course, is impossible.
That's not going to happen.
But it is maybe something to think about.
But it's honestly, that's why we're doing the video. That's why I sent you it, is I'm like, because I think this is a great idea. I hate the term reverse dieting. I hate the idea of you being able to do it. Number one, when you work a full-time job and do these things, you don't even know what 50 calories is.
No.
You don't weigh it properly. You don't do your butter. Like, this guy is so perfect that he can do this and legitimately know how much more 150 calories is. You know, Chris at home, you're not going to know exactly what that is when you have a work meeting from 12 to 6:30 p.m. and then you got to pick up your kids and go to the baseball practice.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's not going to happen, bro. You stopping by Chick-fil-A and you're saying, give me the waffle fries and the spicy number 2.
Yep.
Or
Two
is it number 3?
twos.
Is it
No,
number 2?
two number twos,
Two number
yep.
2s. You know that's what's happening. So I love the idea of the reverse dieting. I don't love this for the masses, but I do love, like you said, implementing some of these attributes to a cut or some sort of diet you've been on so you can get back to your normal weight that you want to sustain for your entire life.
Yep.
And honestly, if you think about it, you probably shouldn't have to reverse diet. Unless you're in a challenge, which isn't most people, you should never have to reverse diet. It shouldn't be anything you have to do because you should be eating something that you can do and consistently do for the rest of your life. So why should you ever have to reverse diet?
Yeah, it shouldn't. You shouldn't. The big swings, the ups and the downs, it doesn't work well for 99% of the people.
No.
So have to reverse diet, you're in trouble probably.
Absolutely. So just to kind of end it, C-Bum is on a different level. He looks unbelievable. He is the #1 physique dude in the world, men's classic physique, and he's won it 3 times. Going to probably be going after his 4th. This dude is pretty unreal, and he's got some good pointers in here. He really does. But can you do this? My answer, no. I can't even do this, and I got all day too, and you ain't doing it. So find something that works for you. Find a diet that's sustainable for you. Don't think about getting off of it, and you'll be just fine. And you're going to look probably the way you want to look, and you're going to be able to have a little bit more fun than C-Bum and all of his crazy stevia chocolate chip sweets. Treats. He calls them treats.
He does. All right, guys, if you got anything out of the video today about reverse dieting or C-Bum or any product that we talked about or any ideas that we talked about, you got to like the video. It's how we get this stuff out to other people. You got to like the video and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time.
It does look very YouTubey right now.
Yeah, we look like YouTubers.